The Nashville Super Speedway is one of the more unique racetracks that we go to in all of the series. Just under 1.5 mile concrete oval and up in a more of a tri-oval shape similar to Las Vegas with the surface type of Dover International Speedway. It is going to play to a fantastic race here. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Nashville Super Speedway for the second running of the Autozone Music City 400. Last year was under the lights. This year it is at day, still at the same weekend after the Daytona 500. What a thriller we were treated to last weekend at Daytona with Eric Monaco scoring the win. He's going to back that up this week with a pole position here, along with Caleb Rose to his outside, who happens to be the points leader by 69 points heading into this event. His lead is growing. Can somebody chase him down before he starts to really open up this points lead? Taking a look here, obviously we know Brandon Nelson is the defending race winner here of this event. He is going to be going for a back-to-back win at this event. Boy, that would help him along. He got a great run at the Daytona 500 to really help move him up in the standings. He's going to start pretty deep in the field today, though, so he will have his work cut out for him. A lot of other guys, big names. You got Igor Barreto starting back there, Joe Rakowski, Bailey Pendergast, who could use a good run. David Johnson starting a little closer to the front. Dustin Davis starts inside the top 10. Scott Upton looking for a good run here this weekend. Take a look at the points as they come into the event. Again, Caleb Rose is 69 points up over Dustin Davis, with David Johnson 76 behind. Brett Searan now in the top 5 after a fantastic run in the 500 with 84 points out. Angel Olvera, 40, 84, 82 back is Sierra. 6th is now Ryan Durrani. 7th is Eric Monaco, who jumped 20 spots in the points, with Noah Clifton, who jumped 16 spots in the points after the Daytona 500. Both drivers who had fantastic races last weekend at Daytona. They are looking to go back, to follow that up here, and Monaco obviously is way ahead of the curve here because he is going to start on the pole position here today at this Nashville Super Speedway, looking to pull Otter Island Motorsports up even further in the owner's points now that they've been recalculated. Now that, with the owner's points there, you see Collins Racing is out in front by 31 points over Arctic Racing and Trey Smith. Perez family in their debut season is holding strong with Stealth Racing also in there. Out of the top 5 teams in the owner's points, only 2 of them ran last year. A lot of the teams that ran strong last year, Grattan Racing down in 7th, Owen Miles and Jacoan Racing are down in 11th. Ryan Racing is down in 14th, but it's a long season. It's a 28 race season. Anything can happen in this series, and it's going to be another fantastic showing here today. As we get the field rolled off here, let's take a look at the starting lineup. Eric Monaco and Caleb Rose, they make up row number 1. Alexander Rose, his best starting spot of the season, and Scott Upton on row number 2. Trey Bartow in the 27 UPS colors this weekend, alongside his Zachary Fitzwater in row number 3. Dustin Davis looking for a bounce-back weekend, and Nathan Baird in row number 4. And then you've got, I believe that is William Brock in the 34, and Brock Nelson in the 17 on row number 5. David Johnson and Danny Bouchard on row number 6. Bailey Pendergast and Nelson Rees in row number 7. Marty Sakala and Justin Zidell on row number 8. On row number 9 is Ryan Durrani and Joe Rutkowski, the Homestead winner, and row number 10 is Equan Haslam and Igor Barreto. 60 laps today. Pit fuel window should be about 33 to 35 laps. We only had 2 cautions here last year. Will we do that again? Everybody made the green. All 41 cars are rolling around the racetrack here. And as we head back up to the front of the field, pace car pulls off. Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Eric Monaco, Caleb Rose lead us up through the green. We are racing at the Nashville Super Speedway. Eric Monaco picking up where he left off, leads the first lap here at the Nashville Super Speedway. Rose is in his tow, Upton is cleared for third, Fitzy is in fourth. Alexander Rowe now diving down to the inside of Zachary Fitzwater, looking for that fourth position here. Can't get the run there. Fitzy going to take the top side here. We know the top side works pretty well here at the Nashville Super Speedway. Bartow settling into fifth. David Johnson settled into sixth. William Brock, Nathan Baird, Dustin Davis, who's definitely one of the guys who struggled mightily after getting caught up in that unbelievable crash at the Daytona 500. Ooh, Bailey Pendergast got into the wall, I think, there. We will have to see how that works out. He can settle back into the field. Now is the rest of the field starting to move their way up and around. Scott Upton's trying to get by Caleb Rose for second. Now he's going to go around Zachary. Zachary Fitzwater will go with him. Eric Monaco loving what he's seeing right now. Rose has jumped out there to second quickly off the start, but Fitzy, Upton, and now Bartow looking to go by him. They're 2 by 2. We got some 3 wide in the middle of the pack. Pendergast up on the top side again. Nobody's gotten into a wreck so far. We saw a wreck pretty early last year. I think it was about lap number 5, so we'll see if that repeats itself or if they're going to play nice today. So far, so good throughout the field. Fitzy is now looking to go to second on Scott Upton. He's got help from Caleb Rose. He's got help from Caleb Rose there. Scott Upton really looking to have a strong bounce-back weekend. He slid all the way down to 8th after leading the standings. He slid all the way down to 11th in the standings, lost 8 spots last weekend at the Daytona 500. So he's looking for a strong bounce-back weekend here so far, but Eric Monaco has got a 2/10 of a second lead, but that lead is shrinking. Here comes Scott Upton in the 41 down the back straightaway. Can Upton in the 41 get a good run here? He's looking top, he's looking low. He'll send that 41 down to the bottom. There goes Scott Upton, the inside. Can't quite get the run on Monaco off the bottom. Side by side down the front straightaway. Upton's going to try and swing it as low as he can on the front straightaway. See if he can set himself up for a good turns 1 and 2. Here they go down into 1 and 2. There goes Scott Upton in the 41. Checks up just a little bit. It's going to allow Monaco to come back on the high side. Monaco trying to get a good run off the top side here. Down the back straightaway they go. Lap number 6 now. Again, this is only a 60-lap race this year. It was 75 last year, 60 this year, so it's a little bit more of a sprint race. Only 1 stop this year. So you're not going to have to worry about 2 pit stops. And these two going side by side is going to allow Zachary Fitzwater in the number 15 to move his way up to their back bumpers. Monaco continues to lead. I think whoever Fitzy goes with is going to get the jump to the lead. Upton finally looks like he got a run there into the corner. Did somebody wreck? No, we didn't. We stay green. Upton down the back straightaway with help from Zachary Fitzwater. Monaco down there as well. He's looking strong early. Monaco looking fantastic. He did not have a great start to the season the first 3 races, but won the Daytona 500. Is looking mega strong here so far. And his comeback tour on the season after missing New Smyrna continues. He still leads on the outside, side by side. Upton and Fitzy and Monaco. You got a man who has, Scott Upton's not the most experienced driver in the league, but he's gaining it rapidly, and 2 of the most experienced in the league, Monaco and Fitzy. Fantastic battle for this first position here early on in the going at Nashville. Gotta love what you're seeing so far. The whole season so far has just been absolutely fantastic. We've had just epic races. Daytona, New Smyrna, the duels at all the tracks. Just fantastic racing so far to start the season. Monaco is fighting hard on that outside, and he'll continue to lead. He gets a big run off in a 1 and 2. So Upton had an opportunity there for several laps in a row, could not make it stick. There goes Monaco down the back straightaway. David Johnson's going to send it way high around William Brock and Zachary Fitzwater. See if he can get a run on that number 15 Team Velocistar Mustang. We have stayed green for the first 10 laps. We had a caution early in the going last year, but it's been green so far. Now they single file top 3. We're going to see what Upton has now that he had to go a little aggressive there on the 79 of Eric Monaco. So we will see what he has as far as can he make a comeback here and start getting back up to the rear bumper of Monaco. I think the gap's going to come down a little bit here at the line. David Johnson slid wide. I think he might have hit the wall just a touch there. It's going to allow William Brock to go by. Caleb Rose as well. Gap at the stripe. 16 hundredths of a second. Or that's 16 tenths of a second. Here goes Upton down the back straightaway. Now he wants to finally get that lead back on the 79 to Eric Monaco. Dies it down, not quite there. Monaco's going to actually go to the bottom side this time, and it'll open the door for Fitzy on the top side to get around Scott Upton down the front straightaway. Fitzy's going to get a huge run in that 15. Looking very strong here. This is the best that Fitzy has looked all year. I know he looked good at Daytona. Obviously, it's Daytona, though, so you always wonder, how much of it carries over. But Monaco and Fitzy showing that their speed at Daytona was legit, and it's carrying over here. Right now, it's Otter Island. It's Team Velocistar down into 3 and 4. Fitzwater's really looking strong here in this stage of the run. We're about closing in on midway through the run here. And obviously, again, this is only a 60-lap race. This is a very short race compared to last year, 60 laps to 75, so you don't have as much time to mess around. You have to make your moves, and you have to make every one that you do try count. Monaco's going to go way wide. Ew, this is going to open the door for Fitzy. Here comes Fitzy down the back straightaway, side by side. He's got help from William Brock in the American Motorsports Mustang. And Fitzy's going to clear him. Oh, Monaco's going to try and do the slide up at the top. That's going to open the door for William Brock, and they are 3 wide at the front straightaway at the start-finish line. Fitzy's going to lead that lap. But now William Brock is going to go down to the bottom and take the lead if he can make it stick. And Scott Upton's in the middle of all this. 3 wide for second. Fitzy clears them for the lead. And now David Johnson and Nathan Baird are closing in on this mixture here. Fantastic racing here to start this race off. Scott Upton in the middle, William Brock, David Johnson on the bottom, Nathan Baird and Eric Monaco on the top. And this is allowing Caleb Rose to close back in there in the number 22 Mustang for Collins Racing. Fitzy leads. Fitzy leads here at the moment. Upton's still trying to fight hard on the outside. Upton hasn't even led a lap, which is kind of interesting given how aggressive he's been. Monaco's now down to the bottom. He's trying to push William Brock out to the lead. See it? My bad. He's trying to see if he can push William Brock out in front of that 41 car. But there goes the 41 of Scott Upton to the bottom of Fitzy for the lead. He didn't get him at the stripe, but he's going to send it off into 1 and 2 side by side. Fitzy's on the top, but Fitzy's way wide into the corner, just like Monaco did when he lost the lead. Now here they go down the front back straightaway. Scott Upton looking really racy here. He's got 2 races that were just pathetic for it by him. Really bad races by his standards the past 2 weeks. Homestead, Daytona, not how he wanted it to go. He knows that team can do better. He can do better, and they have high expectations for this season, coming off as the defending owners champions and having 2 of their drivers finish in the top 5 in points last year. We have stayed green so far. I saw Patrick Smith was up in the wall, or up high. The rest of this field, though, looks like they're playing pretty nice so far. No, I don't see a whole lot of damage anybody. Everybody looks like they are still on the racetrack. Andrew Williams currently rounding out the field. Top 3 breaking away. David Johnson in 4th, Nathan Baird in 5th, Monaco, Ryan Durrani in the Orange Bass Pro Shops car this week. Caleb Rose. Equan has him in the 72. The 50 of Daniel Bouchard and Justin Zidell. They're rounding out your top 11. Side by side for the lead. Scott Upton's not done yet. He'll get to the bottom of Fitzwater. Heading off into 3 and 4. Let's see what he can do. There you go, side by side. Upton on the bottom, Fitzy on the top. The top side has proven to be a little better so far in this race, as we saw Monaco make it work for a long time in the early start of the race. Fitzy continues to lead here. This is allowing David Johnson in the number 10 for Perez Family Racing, that IKEA-colored Dodge Challenger, to close in. David Johnson having a great start to his rookie day campaign. You got to take a look here at the top of the point standings. I mean, you got Caleb Rose, David Johnson, Caleb Rose and David Johnson are in the top 3 in points. Those 2 guys are rookies. The next guys, Dustin Davis raced last year, Brett Sierra, Angel Vera, Ryan Durrani, Eric Monaco. I guess you could call Noah Clifton a rookie too, but Noah Clifton did own a team last year, so he was around the series. just wasn't driving, but that's where the top of the standings look. So two of the two guys in the top 7 in points are first-timers this year. Everybody else raced last year, and I guess if you count Clifton, they were only last year, not the top 8. But it's Fitzwater out in front in the 15. He won at Rockingham last season to cap off season 1 in December, so we know he can get it done around these kind of more awkward-shaped racetracks. He got it. He ran fantastic at South Boston in one of the doubleheader races there. William Brock in the 34. He won in his debut race at Homestead last year. He's looking very strong here early in the going in that 34 machine. Now Nathan Baird in the 16. Scott Upton, David Johnson, Monaco, Ryan Durrani looking to get around Eric Monaco. Caleb Rose sliding back just a little bit. He's now 10th. But he's had a fantastic start this season. Collins Racing right now leading the owners' points heading into this race weekend. A fantastic achievement for them given that they are a brand new team. They have really, really showed out strong here this year. Caleb Rose definitely doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but Igor Barreto's been fast, and we know he can get it done. He's won a dual race. He's won the body armor bash, so kind of just waiting for Barreto to play catch-up with Caleb Rose, and if he does, I mean, that two-car team of Rose and Barreto could definitely take off to the moon. We are flying by 152.696, nice miles an hour there for the average speed. Now William Brock gets had a good lap that time by. He's closing in on Zachary Fitzwater. While we have a moment, Trey Bartow is the fastest man on track with a 37.71 right now. Take a look where Bartow's running 15th for him, so a decent comeback weekend for him, but he could definitely use more in points. Meanwhile, up front, the 34 William Brock is going to chase all the way up to the back bumper of Zachary Fitzwater in the 15. Brock looking, you got two Mustangs here looking really strong in the early going. Ford has looked fantastic throughout the whole start of this season. Yeah, Durrani's got a couple pulls. Caleb Rose leads the points. Collins Racing leading the owners' standings. Now this 3-car breakaway here at the front of the pack. We will see how long this takes them for David Johnson and Nathan Baird to close back in. Shouldn't be long at all once these two go side by side for second. Upton on the bottom, Brock on the top side. Nothing doing there for Scott Upton yet, but he's going to try and get a run on the bottom of the front straightaway. Nothing doing there. William Brock breaks away from him. Now Brock's going to try and get into the toe of Zachary Fitzwater for the lead. He'll slide a little bit high, though. That's going to open the door for Fitzwater to just give himself a little bit of breathing room there. We haven't seen anybody pull away from the rest of the pack yet so far today, so we will have to see how this plays out. We will have to see. These guys have done a great job so far. Keeping it clean, racing amongst each other. Definitely one of the fantastic Nashville race so far. Not that, Nashville's always been a great track, but this has definitely been a fantastic race here. A little different here this year, too. We don't usually race here at day. Usually it's, cross league. It's usually a nighttime track. So we're racing here at day. It's been quite exciting so far. Was not expecting no cautions, but, sometimes things happen. It's been clean, it's been green, and they have been racing hard so far. Take a look there through your field. Josh Williamson, Brandon Nelson, two drivers struggling mightily so far through this race. Aiden Macrow, the rookie who was up there in the points up until Daytona. Patrick Smith pounded the walls. Yes, I was right. He had pounded the wall at one point, but here we go for the lead. William Brock's caught Fitzwater. Now let's see what he can do. Is Upton going to go with him? He's going to maybe need some help to get around Fitzwater, or Fitzwater to make a mistake. Fitzwater's going to go way high off the turn there, and there goes William Brock to the lead. Oh, Fitzwater got in the wall. I don't know how bad it was, but Fitzwater definitely got into the wall there. They're going to go 3 wide and split him up to the top side. Upton, Johnson, and Nathan Baird all trying to go through here. Scott Upton just can't get by there, but David Johnson goes by. Nathan Baird goes by. Upton's now going to try and get by because he's got Monaco, Durrani, and Equan Haslam, who could quickly close back in if he doesn't. Pit stops in about the next 5 to 7 laps, so keep that in mind as well. But William Brock in the 34 Mustang is flying away there. It's going to open up probably the biggest lead so far we've seen today, just over half a second. Now Johnson, the rest of these cars are going to go single file. This should allow them to close back in a bit. David Johnson, Nathan Baird, Scott Upton, Zachary Fitzwater, Eric Monaco, all looking really strong here in the early going. Reach halfway here at Nashville. Great racing so far. Monaco, Fitzwater, William Brock, and I think Scott Upton may have led a lap, but I know those 3 for sure have led laps so far. Monaco, you really got to watch out for Monaco here. Won the Daytona 500. He's already, you can see that 79 team, Otter Island Motorsports. McMillan's kind of been struggling the past couple races, but, oh, here goes Fitzy. Here goes Fitzy. Now, this will be interesting. This is lap 30, coming to 31 to 60. I believe they should be good. I would be shocked if they, I would be surprised if they aren't good to the finish here. I know some people are probably thinking, it's right on the bubble. An extra lap or two would definitely have been preferred, but I think they should be, I think they should be good here. I do believe they should be good here to go to the end of this race. So that means everybody else I would expect to start coming in. Lots of cars filing in this lap. Bouchard got way too wide there entering pit road. William Brock, David Johnson. Anybody going to stay out here? Barretto. Ryan Durrani stays out. Oh, Fitzy's having a long stop there in the 15. That was a little bit longer of a stop than you would want if you were the 15 at Zachary Fitzwater. Oh, Williamson and Nelson got into it going into the pits. That is a lot of cars down pit road. It's the 5 o'clock rush hour here down the pit road at the front stretch of the Nashville Super Speedway. Johnson, Brock, Baird, we're going to watch them there. See Barretto and Nelson Reeves off in the corner of your screen there on the top. They're coming into pit now. And somebody on track. Okay, let's pick up where. We're going to wait to see who comes around the front straightaway and see who we pick up with on the front stretch of this racetrack. Not picking up, so we're gonna go back up front here. Oh, Bartow and Miller got into it on pit road. Oh, and there goes Fitzy. There goes Fitzy. Will he get around the 34 of Brock? He is. He's gonna jump him on pit road, so Fitzwater goes back to the lead. Equan has him in the 72, is going up to second. Brock cycles back to third. David Johnson to fourth. Angel Olvera, I think, is gonna come home fifth in all this. Scott Upton, Justin Zidell, Nathan Baird, Aiden Macrow, I think might have jumped some of these guys. Davey Johnson, Joe Rutkowski, Logan Williams, Eric Monaco had a poor stop sequence, Daniel Bouchard, and Daniel McMillan, Shane Lake, Caleb Rose, as we just wait for the rest of these guys. That's Barretto. Oh, Durrani! Durrani may cycle. Nope, my bad, but Durrani's going to pick up a few spots, so we'll see how it works out here at the stripe. Should be Fitzy in front of Haslam. Smith is a lap down, just for anyone wondering. Smith is a lap down at the moment. So it's Zachary Fitzwater out front. Equan Haslam, William Brock, David Johnson, Angel Olvera, Scott Upton in 6th. Now Zidell in 7th and Durrani in 8th. Nathan Baird in 9th. Macrow in 10th and Davey Johnson 11th. Logan Williams, Joe Rutkowski. Eric Monaco lost a ton of time there on that stop sequence. Igor Barretto, Daniel Bouchard, Daniel McMillan, Shane Lake, Nelson Reeves, and Caleb Rose, Andrew Miller. That's the rest of your field as they run. But back up front, we probably have side-by-side for the lead. Equan has him, got him at the stripe. There he goes, down to the bottom. He's going to try and get around Fitzy, and he is going to do it here. Equan Haslam, Ryan Racing they had a great opener at New Smyrna. It's been quiet ever since. They're looking to start the bounce back for this team. Haslam comes into this race. I'm trying to find him on the points. I can't find him on the points. That's a lot of guys listed there. Well, if I find him, we will let you know. But Haslam has not had a great start to the season. He's looking to start get back up on the bounce back. He comes into this race 34th in points, 176 off the lead. If he wants a shot at this championship, this is a strict points championship, much like last year. There's no chase reset, so you have to make your moves and get back. If you're behind right now in the points, you don't have all season to wait for the chase to come by to have the points reset. 3 wide. Oh, David Johnson and Olvera got into it. Big slide off the corner. Olvera's still going to gain a spot around Brock, I think. Unbelievable move there. They got very lucky because David Johnson and Angel Olvera almost took each other out. But still, Olvera's going to get by is going to get by William Brock, so it's not a total loss there. William Brock having a strong run here today. Scott Upton, Justin Zidell, 2 of the Honda Hamill Racing Enterprise machines in the top 10. That's a fantastic haul of points for them as we stand. Equan has them out in front here, closing in on 20 laps to go at the Nashville Super Speedway. Race is flying by, still an average speed of 146.451 miles an hour. We'll have to see if we get if we get a caution, you know, that obviously bumps this up. But I honestly, I'm not going to jinx anything, but I just don't know. This field's starting to space out. Some of these guys are racing very aggressively. As you see, Clifton and Alonso almost sent each other. Josh Williamson is sitting in 37th, 38th is Alphabet, 39th is Brandon Nelson. The championship hangover for Brandon Nelson this year is real. Scott Upton has been really strong to start the year for Grattan Racing. I know he's had two of the past races have been terrible for him. But if you throw out the last 2 races, you know, today, Atlanta, New Smyrna, that's a fast man in the 41 machine this year. Top 5 starting to bunch back up. Equan has them. Zachary Fitzwater, Angel Olvera, David Johnson, William Brock. That's the only manufacturer. Oh, we got only 2 manufacturers not represented right now in the top 5. That's Honda and Mercedes. Oh, my bad. 3 of them. I'm sorry. There's no Toyota up here too. But Scott Upton's starting to move his way back into the picture. Justin Zidell. Gaps are closing down to the top 5 at the stripe as everything resets. Oh, that actually opened up for William Brock. We got to see what Equan has. These guys are starting to run out of time. Angel Olvera's moving his way. He came second to Joe Rutkowski at Homestead, so he'd love a shot at redemption. Interesting to note, Patrick Smith, who is last right now, a lap down, has really hung with these guys well since he got cycled into them after the pit stop. So credit to that 11 team. Olvera slow. I don't know if he just got off the corner bad or if he's got something going bad on that 42 car. I think Olvera's broke. Angel Olvera, I think he might have just blew a motor or something. Oh, we have a yellow. We have a yellow somewhere. Oh, Logan Williams. Logan Williams, Davey Johnson. First caution of the day here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's going to get dicey now. I don't know what happened to Angel Olvera, if he was just slowing up because of the caution. Don't know. Needless to say, that brings out the yellow. Will everybody come down to pit road? Will anybody come to pit road? Angel Olvera is, so that makes sense. That's a tough break for that 42 team. I'm not surprised he is, though, given the fact that he was very slow there. I feel like there is a chance he may retire from this race, but we'll find out here in a couple moments. Alexander Rowe. Where is the... See, Davey Johnson with some massive wall damage. I think the incident was caused by Davey Johnson and Logan Williams. Obviously could be wrong there, but we'll have to find out in the replay. Logan Williams on pit road. Olvera's just sitting there. That's an awkward way to have your car parked. I don't know if Olvera's returning to this race or not. Oh, he is. Interesting. Well, that's a tough break for Olvera in that 42 car. Had a shot, it looked like, to win the race here today, but it's just not going to be enough for him. Some issue there with the car. Don't know what it is. If we ever find out, we'll let you know. But we're going to take a quick look here at the replay. Get you brought back to the restart here for the end of the AutoZone Music City 400. It's going to be an absolute doozy here. We got fast cars all up front. Haslam, Fitzy, David Johnson, William Brock, Justin Zidell. We'll take a look at the replay here. Oh, Scott up with some wall damage. We'll be right back after this replay. See, let's take a look here. Under caution here, Logan Williams, Davey, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, the 12 and the 38. Guess they got a little bored there racing all that green flag racing we had there, but those two got into there. Johnson and Logan Williams, neither having a particularly great day, but got the restart coming up here. Equan has him, Zachary Fitzwater. Right back after this break with the restart here in the AutoZone Music City 400. Back here at the Nashville Super Speedway. It is going to be, I think that's 14 laps, 15 laps to go at the stripe. It's going to be exciting, no doubt about it. We've had a great race. We've had a great race here today. Pace still has been phenomenal, even with that yellow. We've had a fantastic race here today. Brett Sierra, fastest man on track at the moment with a 36.01, but here we go. Coming to the restart. Equan has him going for win number 2. Zachary Fitzwater going for win number 2. David Johnson for win number 1. William Brock for win number 2. Justin Zidell for his second win. Let's find out who has what here in the final laps of the AutoZone Music City 400. Fitzy's looking strong there in that 15. We know he has a fast Ford Mustang. David Johnson, William Brock. Down the back straightaway they go. David Johnson really sent it off into that corner. He's going to get right up next to Fitzwater. Will he have a shot to clear him, or is he going to go for the lead here down the front straightaway? Oh, he's got a big run. He's in the draft of Equan, has him side by side into turn number 1. There he goes. Not going to have... Oh, almost. Has him with a powerful run, though, on the top side. These boys are just flying here late in the going of this race. Laps winding down. 12 laps to go this time by. Who will win this race? I do believe, I know we were talking midway through at the pit stops, was the timing of those pit stops going to cause issues? That yellow flag should end all concerns about the pit stop sequence. See, somebody must have been off the pace here. Alonso slapped the wall. Logan Williams is very slow. Angel Oliveira obviously riding around the back of the pack now. Tough break for him there. Thought he was going to have a shot at a race-winning car. Things didn't work out for him as intended here today. And I don't even know where Logan Williams is running. Oh, Logan Williams is in last right now, a lap off the pace. But up front, 11 to go at the stripe. Equan has him looking for his second career win in first since the Brickyard 400 last year. David Johnson just wants a first career win. William Brock also looking to snap a winless streak. You got to watch out for this 11 car, Patrick Smith. Like we were saying before the caution, he's been flying fast laps, even though he is a lap down. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Justin Zidell going for 4th on Fitzwater now. I just don't know if Zidell's going to have enough time, but he's going to make a run for it. Scott Upton with massive amounts of wall damage there. I don't know if he's holding Baird up or not, but we'll find out. Rutkowski's moving his way inside the top 10. He's trying to get around Durrani. Durrani's in 10th. Oh, he's going to go to the outside. Nothing doing there for Rutkowski, but he's looking fast in that Petronas Mercedes. Zidell's going to get around, go for a pass around Patrick Smith, so don't count out Zidell in the Honda yet. But he's running out of time to get there. That is the only thing. He doesn't have a lot of time left if he wants to make this move and get up there. Equan has him hold pat since the restart, though. You're going to have... Equan has him... I mean, for the record, Equan has him almost won this race last year. It took Brandon Nelson on a late race, coming to 2 laps to go, I believe, pass to beat him. You know, Nelson and Haslam were fighting it out last year, so if Equan Haslam wins, it's going to be a, kind of a redemption win here to get a win at a race he thought he had a shot to win last year. Patrick Smith is going to shove Brock out to 2nd, though. We know Brock is probably, honestly, at this point in the race, Brock may have the best car from what we've seen to go up there and challenge Haslam, but he's running out of time to do it. This is not the easiest track to just make up a couple tenths at. You have to really drive your car hard here. Upton is starting to lose time. I'm assuming that wall damage is really starting to hurt him. He's probably hoping, Stuart Gratton's definitely hoping they don't slide back too much, but here they go. Brock is cleared for 2nd. Zidell's coming for 3rd. Patrick Smith, again, is a lap-down car. We'll see what kind of an impact he plays on this race. The gap is down to 4.44. I don't know if these two, Zidell and David Johnson, have enough time to catch Equan has him and pass him, and now Patrick Smith is going to pass William Brock, so that it's not going to close the door yet. Anything could happen, but Equan has him, has his life made a little bit easier by Patrick Smith here. Six laps to go at the Nashville Super Speedway. And Brock might actually brush the wall there. Monaco's starting to come back up now, move through the field. He's going by Fitzy, looking to get inside the top 5, so that would be a big points gain for Monaco if he were able to pull this off. Laps winding down. You don't have a lot of time left to make these moves. I just don't know if anybody's going to get to Equan has him. A caution seals the deal and ends this race. Seidel, Brock, I just don't know if they have enough time. David Johnson, Fitzy with a big move around the outside. Bouchard looking to get his way up here into the top 10. Nelson Reeves is now cracking the top 10. Fantastic run for the driver, that number 21 EEL Racing Mustang. Let's see what the gap is at the stripe. I mean, Patrick Smith is kind of in the way, but if Patrick Smith catches Equan has him and slows him down, which doesn't seem out of the possibility, given that Smith is running quite a fast car right now. I mean, Smith's fastest lap of this race was in the top 10. Gap came down a bit. Smith got a big run through the corner. He's going to get almost up to the back bumper of Equan has him. Seidel and William Brock better be ready to pounce here because Smith is right up the back bumper. Equan has him. If he gets a run off the corner, it's going to make them side by side. I just don't know if he's going to slow down the top. I don't know if he's going to slow down Haslam enough for these second and third runners to catch him. Running out of time. 3 laps to go at Nashville. Equan has him just driving away here. He doesn't need to race this 11 car at this point. I mean, he could let the 11 go if he really wanted to, but Seidel cleared. Oh, Smith just slowed up big time there in the middle of the corner. That might seal the deal for Equan has him, barring a mistake from him. Seidel's going to get by Smith. Gap at the stripe as we get the 2 to go signal is going to be probably a little over. So yeah, it's 0.6 of a second. I don't know if anybody has enough time for Equan has him. Logan Williams, a lap car, doesn't matter now. Seidel just cannot get by that Mustang and Patrick Smith. Here they come through 3 and 4, coming to get the white flag. This time by Smith is just too strong in that lap down car. And he's going to cut off Seidel. That's probably doing it unless Haslam blows up or gets into the wall. White flag at the Nashville Super Speedway. One more time around for Equan Haslam. He ran a late. He was up there in the front late in the going last year. Brandon Nelson just was able to power by him late in the going with about 2 laps to go in that lap traffic scuffle. Came home second. But he's getting redemption this year. And he's going to come out of turn number 4. No issues whatsoever. Equan has him. Second career Body Armor Cup Series win. He wins the Autozone Music City 400 here at the Nashville Super Speedway. What a fantastic drive by him in that number 72 machine late in the go into that race. Really worked his way. Held on strong there. Got by Fitzy. Never looked back. Fantastic drive from him. Justin Seidel goes second, his best finish of the season. David Johnson third. William Brock in fourth. Eric Monaco back-to-back top. No, actually, at the stripe, it was Bouchard and Nelson Reeves over Monaco. So fantastic effort from Bouchard and Nelson Reeves. Nathan Baird is in 8th. Give some credit to Scott Upton. The man drove the second half of the race with the right side of his car completely torn up. Durrani goes 10th to complete the top 10. Colton Yo, Joe Rutkowski, Jesse Turner, Brett Sierra, Zachary Fitzwater, Caleb Rose, Andrew Miller, Dustin Davis, Bailey Pendergast, and Nathan Macra round out the top 20. It's going to be an interesting one as far as the points go because David Johnson goes third. He was 76 behind coming into this race. Caleb Rose will still likely leave this race the leader. But the gap is definitely coming down. Monaco will close his gap. David Johnson closes his gap. Who else is going to close the gap? Justin Seidel was 98 back coming into this race, and he leaves here today with, I believe, 90 points. So a fantastic effort from him, but all around, a fantastic race here this morning at the Nashville Super Speedway. It's such a unique track. You always get some fascinating racing. Lots of lanes to work with, as we saw here today. You know, does not disappoint here. It's a fantastic racetrack. Love coming here. And, yeah, almost this track, for the record, was almost considered for a second date, but decided not to leave it at its date after the Daytona 500, and it did not disappoint for the second year in a row. Equan Haslam scores his redemption win from last season, and he is your winner here today at the Autozone Music City 400. It should shoot him up pretty well in the points. I don't know exactly how high up he will shoot, but he will definitely come out of here today with a pretty nice gain in the points. Now, if I can just pull the schedule up, I honestly don't know where we're going next race, so I believe we have a week off. We have a bye week for the 27th, and then we return on March the 6th at, I believe, 10 p.m. Eastern, I believe, for the Vans 400 at the Auto Club Speedway, the West Coast swing of Auto Club Phoenix for the Allegiant 500, and then Willow Springs for the Amazon California Grand Prix. The following week, we'll have another bye week, and then just a wild swing. Armory Digital, Martinsville, Richmond, Rockingham, Talladega. A fantastic swing of races. 2 super speedways, 2 short tracks. It will be chaos for that couple of weeks there in that middle portion of the season, but it's getting fun. It's getting good. Championship points, you know, you're starting to see some guys fall out of contention here. Some guys who really are going to have to start turning this puppy around ASAP if they want a shot at winning this championship. But Equan has them. He wrote the ship today, drove that 72 Ryan Racing Challenger to victory lane. Congratulations to him and that team on scoring the victory here today. That's the 3rd win for this team in this series, so a fantastic Ryan Benjamin and his boys are really putting in strong effort there with those cars. They're faster each week, and you never know, they may still be a contender for the championship when this is all said and done. But that does it here for us from this morning from the Nashville Super Speedway. Congratulations to Equan Haslam, and we will see you guys next time.